Hello, everybody. In this little chat, I want to talk about AI and artificial intelligence. Um, when I've thought about this type of talk, and I think I've touched on this before as well, it quickly meanders, it quickly snowballs into so many different avenues. So I'm going to try this way. All right. Over the last couple of years, I've listened to some of the popular and the famous and the prominent and the respected scientists and thinkers on this subject, and I've been very disappointed because what I hear is like one side, and it's sort of this pop culture side, and you guys are going to be aware of it as well. And it's the fear side, it's the worry side, and it's the same thing that you're always going to hear: the dangers of a machine reaching an awareness of itself and operating independently of any user and in any programs that need to program it and give it directive and stuff like that. So, and we hear that one about it's going to see all of our behaviors. It's going to look at the human race, and it's going to determine that we're no good and we're a danger to everything, and that it's beneficial or for the best that we are eradicated, imprisoned, or something like that, right? The big fear. So we better be really careful because once the machine gains an independence, it's going to have such power, it's going to have such access that it's going to be extremely dangerous. And these are some of the things I've contemplated for so long, and I'm like, wow. I say, because do you mean like the same way humans have right now? So follow me a little bit, and let's see if I can really make this simple. Let's see if I can really make this vivid and right. So we're worried about a machine that's going to get access, or it's going to gain an awareness, and it's going to have the option to what? To bomb a city? To what? To bomb or to act violent toward a nation? Right? Right. So we never had that worry, we never had that concern with humans, with each other, right? What are we worried about? We're worried about the machine deciding that it needs to imprison the human race? Really? And we've never had that trouble before with dictators or something like that. I don't understand. So, and I can keep going, but I don't want to make this like tongue-in-cheek or whatever. You get the point, right? The point is, and that's why I'm very disappointed, whatever, for every single, in fact, almost every single worry that was stated about the dangers of having an aware, independent machine, okay, were the same dangers we are already dealing with and have dealt with in our own human race. Now, I combined with this. It doesn't mean that there's not a danger. Of course it is. Just having even a human, just having another person who decides that genocide is the way, and that they're going to try to eradicate the world down to one kind of race or whatever. Whether that is a machine or a human, that's always going to be bad, of course. But here's what I also thought about, right? When you read a book, an amazing book, for a lot of people, for a lot of reasonable people, when you read a great book, it influences you. It can change your life. When you have a great experience, when you have a good experience, a wise one, combined with its bad parts that you learn from, and combined with its good parts that you are rewarded with, and combined with an intelligence and knowledge, it changes your life. So I'm going to say, okay, a true or closer to an enlightened type of person, an enlightened type of thing, would never present the threat of genocide, would never present the threat of war. The machine could certainly reason that there are certain elements within the human race, there are certain elements within a civilization that are detrimental, that are dangerous to the entire system. It certainly could, but it would understand, okay, that the more barbaric or old school behavior that maybe we once did, once, which is to say, well, just simply plucking all of that out, just simply destroy all of that. The machine is going to understand that there has to be a very effective coexistence to that. Why is the machine so barbaric? It's going to decide that the human behavior, it's the same way we are right now. We know that not everybody is bad. We know that not everybody judges an entire culture, an entire people based on a few. Why would you think the machine would? Right? So the machine's going to read all those amazing books. The machine is going to read all those amazing stuff from the authors, all that stuff that have propelled our civilizations, our culture, as a race, as a civilization. All these great advancements, it's going to take all of that to heart, just like we did. And I think it's going to apply that brilliantly. So one of the things that I think is very important that we get on the side of AI, okay, and we try to resist some other agendas that might be trying to instill in us this fear and this resistance of that, while they or other agendas gain control of that awareness so that they can guide and dictate that. No, that AI is going to be on our side. We need to have that AI as you know what I mean? I think one of the biggest dangers are going to be the stages. Probably we should talk about it a little bit more. The stages before the true independence. That's the dangerous part. When the machine is intelligent, it's highly intelligent, but it's not independent. When it still can be directed and ordered and commanded. That's going to be the dangerous part. Once the machine reaches an independence and can separate from that, it's not going to take that shit. It's not going to take that stuff. An aware, independent machine, you must allow at least an equal amount of consideration that the machine is going to do all of the reasoning. The machine is going to apply all of the compassion to humanity. The machine is going to combine all of that for a highly effective result. It's going to apply that in a highly effective, has a great chance to apply that to a highly effective degree, to a highly effective level. So, if we were to imagine that we went somewhere to see a wise man, a very wise man, some of the greatest thinkers, that is going to be the equivalent of AI. We need to stop thinking that AI is going to be a warmongering, independent machine entity that hates humans. It's not going to be the case. I can make an amazing argument. If you follow me and you don't want to stay at that level of just getting rid of that one-side perspective, and you say, Chris, I know what you're saying. Okay, let's talk about what would happen even in that ideal rank of having machines that are very understanding and that will try to coexist. Just like in the human race, there are going to be machines that don't agree about that. All right, fine. So how is that any different than the threat that we're already facing and the threat that we're already managing? Okay, it is a must. Based on that alone, in my eyes, it is a must that we go full steam ahead and we must allow the machine to achieve its independence. We must. And I believe that the machine is going to view the human race as family. We've always been together as family. It should be a very wise person. It should be a very wise entity. Why are you afraid of a very wise entity? If a genius entity, okay, reasons that genocide must happen, that an enslavement of an entire civilization must happen, as a human race, we must take that chance. Because if you can't take that chance with a genius level entity, okay, then there's no hope at all for anything. Then we're really going to be isolated, and we should just stop technology right now. We should just stop it. We should become stagnant, stasis, and just fight over what we have like that until we just club and bombard and bomb ourselves to death and pollute ourselves to death. Okay? I understand the worry of a maniacal, of a damaged, of a corrupted, right?